Dark skin presents hire purchase. Sometimes we need or want to buy some things, but we do not have enough money in our pockets. And that's a good reason that we borrow money by getting into a loan agreement with a person or an organization. The amount paid back is more than the amount borrowed. And that's exactly where the lenders make their money from. And the extra amount is called the interest. The agreement comes with an annual or yearly rate of interest expressed as a percentage of the borrowed amount. Let's say the borrowed amount is P, and the rate of interest is equal to I% per annum. This means per year, the yearly rate of interest. So if you borrow the money for 1 year, you pay back the amount paid back if the money is borrowed for 1 year is equal to P, the amount borrowed, plus the interest, which is I% of P. Now this is for 1 year. If the rate of interest is given as a percent, we need to change it to a decimal by dividing with 100. So if this is given to be 10%, say for example, the amount to be paid back after 1 year is going to be P plus 10% of P, and 10% means 0.1. So that is going to be P plus 0.1 P, which is 1.1 P. That's how it works. And we might need more than a year to pay back. So let's say we need N years to pay back the money. This is the interest that you're paying for 1 year. Now, if you want to keep the money for N years, obviously they're going to make you pay more. So this is going to be multiplied with N. So if we may write that down, the amount paid back is going to be equal to the amount borrowed, P, plus I% of P multiplied with N, which is equal to P plus I over 100 if this I is expressed as a percentage, 10% or a 5% or a 2%. So that's I over 100, change it to a decimal, of P, that means times P times N. And there are two terms in this expression. P is the common factor. Let's take that out. This is equal to P times 1 plus, if you take the P out of P, you have 1. P times 1 plus, you take this P out, you have IN. And if the I is expressed as a percentage, you got to divide that with 100. This is the amount that you pay back after N years. Typically, this amount is paid back by making equal monthly repayments, also referred to as installments. So the monthly repayment or the monthly installment is equal to the total amount that you pay back, total amount paid, that's the amount borrowed plus the interest, divided by the number of months. Let's see an example or two at work. Jenny bought a motorbike on hire purchase. She paid 4,000 Rand deposit and 24 monthly repayments of 2,200 Rand each. What was the hire purchase price of the motorbike? If you think about the monthly repayment formula, it's given as monthly repayment is equal to the amount paid divided by the number of months. We know that this monthly repayment amount is 2,200 every month. So this is 2200. Number of months is 24. So this is 24. We can easily find the amount paid by multiplying this with this. So the amount paid is equal to 2,200 times 24, that many number of Rand, which is equal to 52,800 Rand. Now this amount paid is over and above the initial deposit that Jenny made of 4,000 Rand. So if we want to find the higher purchase price, that means the total price that she had to pay, we need to add another 4,000 Rand, the initial deposit that she made, which makes it 56,800 Rand. That's the high purchase price. And to make this look right, I'm going to say okay. So therefore, the higher purchase price is equal to this amount paid. This is the amount paid plus 4,000. So the higher purchase price is equal to 56,800 Rand. Let's look at another one. A store sells home theater for 10,500 Rand. You can also buy it if you pay a 6% deposit and 10 months installments of 1,050 each. The question is, how much is the deposit? Please note that the deposit, the initial amount deposited, has got nothing to do with this. The deposit is simply going to be equal to 6% of 10,500 Rand, which is equal to 0.06, or you could also say 6 over 100 times 10,500, which is equal to 630 Rand. That's the deposit made. Like I said, it has got nothing to do with this, so we don't need this information to solve the problem. And sometimes you would expect that extra information added in a problem, maybe to confuse you.